You're hiring the wrong photographer. If you're hiring a photographer or videographer anytime soon, there are 3 things that you need to be sure to consider to make sure that you're getting the right person. Communication, contracts, and price points. Now, communication is super important. There are a ton of photographers out there who are absolutely amazing. The photos they produce are mind-blowing, but when it comes down to it on the business side, they're not the best. And a lot of that goes to communication. If they're not willing to have an open stream of communication with you that is prompt, responsive, answers all of your questions, and that can be through email, phone calls, or text, whatever you choose, then it's going to be very hard to conduct business with them. Say you have a small edit that needs done on the photo and they take 5 days to respond, but you have a timeline that you need to hit to make sure that you have the photos ready for your marketing campaign. It's going to be very hard to work with that person because they're not responding to you in time. So a quick tip for this is in those few opening emails or communications that you have with them, take note of how long they take to respond. Are they answering all your questions? Are they attentive? And are they wanting to talk to you? Because this isn't just someone who's taking photos for your brands, but they're doing business with you. And one of the most important aspects of business is communication. Contracts. I know they can seem super intimidating, but they're very, very important. A good photographer wants to protect themselves and you as a client. I myself have had my own experiences where a client refused to pay an agreed upon amount, and it was simply because I did not have it in a contract. So ever since then, I've been sure to lay it out in the paper to protect both my clients and me. And this isn't just a legal agreement, it's also an instruction manual. It tells you, the client, how I, the photographer, am going to handle things. When will I show up for the shoot? When will the invoice be submitted? How will I handle something if there's inclement weather that postpones the shoot? What if there's a safety incident, a sickness that means I can't handle the shoot that day? All of these things are laid out in the contract, and they give you something to fall back on to see how you can handle a specific situation. So they protect the client and they protect the vendor. The last thing, and arguably the most important because it covers both communication and contracts, is price point. If you pay $150 for a shoot, you're going to get $150 worth of work. So essentially you get what you pay for. If this is a big project for you, then you need to invest the money for someone who knows what they're doing. Someone who's going to protect you guys through contracts. Someone who's going to be open in communication to make sure that the business process goes smoothly. Someone who's going to deliver their top work because they know they're getting paid what they're worth. So don't just look for the cheapest person, and obviously if you can't have the budget for someone super expensive, that's completely different. But find someone who's in your price range and expect that level of work from them. I hope these 3 tips help for the next time you're hiring a photographer or a videographer. And the cool thing is they actually apply to any type of vendor, whether that's a contractor working on your house, a photographer for a wedding, someone coming to clean your car, whatever it is, these 3 things are very vital for any type of contract work or employee. But with that said, go ahead and comment down below any of your own lessons and tips that you have from business with these 3 points. And other than that, I'll see you next time.